Everything the Jets do turns to garbage.
Everything the Jets touches turns to garbage.
Garbage. It's a reverse Midas touch.
Seriously.
Garbage.
Mike Francesa on his podcast.
Okay.
Garbage.
Thoughts on the Jets?
Oh, the
Garbage.
complete freaking clown show. What a disaster. Seriously.
Garbage.
What was
Garbage.
What was the stat you had? What was it after week 5 when you said the numbers were identical to what they were under Zach Wilson at quarterback?
They were a little behind.
The
record point scored, the whole thing was a little bit behind what they were with Zach Wilson.
I mean, the thing I would find most alarming is not even the loss. It's the stuff that happens that's routine that shouldn't happen with a quarterback who's 40 years old and the talent that they have. They used all 3 timeouts in the first quarter because they couldn't get plays in on time. 3 timeouts in the first quarter. Have you seen that?
Not that I can remember.
So let me just tell you, that's Rodgers.
I know. And again,
I mean, it's. I don't want to absolve the Jets because they're the Jets, and I'm not taking anything away from how dysfunctional and horrible they are. That's how Aaron Rodgers runs the offense.
wow.
He bleeds that clock. He wants a perfect look. Francesa's there giving the Jets grief for not having a 2-point play ready when they made it. They scored that late touchdown. And Aaron Rodgers said after the game, I took the delay because I didn't like the look. He said, I thought we'd have a better chance going for it from the 7-yard line.
I heard that.
Than running the play we had from the 2.
I heard that.
This a-hole. Because he's anal, or he's just a pain in the ass. He just can't run the play. He just can't play with pace. He's got to overthink it and micromanage it and just analyze it down to the nub. And so this is the way he runs the offense. It's always being snapped at around 0. They're always burning timeouts because he doesn't have the play ready, or he's still making up his mind. He's just being an a-hole. And that happened in Green Bay, and now it's happening in New York. It's not what you saw yesterday was not totally a New York thing. It was also an Aaron Rodgers thing. He's also a checked-out, selfish a-hole. And it permeates the team. When your quarterback, especially your quarterback who has been brought in as the savior, is carrying himself like a checked-out, selfish a-hole, which is what he is, everyone looks at it and goes, oh, well, we're sunk. He's not even into it, so what's the point? And it starts with Rodgers. Now, it's the Jets, so I can't – obviously it starts with the Jets. So maybe it's a perfect marriage. But trust me, a lot of what's going on there is Aaron Rodgers.
That trickle-down effect of his pissy attitude is real. I mean, I do think in a lot of ways it's a poorly constructed, poorly conceived team in some ways, but his bad attitude is now –
How is it a poorly conceived roster?
It's just thin, and how they've –
Where?
And the dumb trade for Devontae Adams. Like, they're just doing everything for him.
Okay, but
really.
how does that thin out the team? It was a future draft pick. The team's not thin. They've made first-round picks on the offensive line. They have 2 or 3 talented pass catchers. They've got an excellent running back.
No, they're
a Hall of Fame quarterback.
Yeah.
They've got like 3 or 4 players on. I mean, I'm sure they're
going out and getting like Alan Lazard. That's foolish, but that's just to make the quarterback
What's wrong with that?
happy.
He's the 4th receiver, 3rd receiver. The defense, I'm sure there are holes. I don't know their roster inside and out.
They don't really have a real tight end for one.
Conklin looks fine to me. That's not I don't think they're thin. I mean, again, I'm sure they're thin at certain spots like everybody is, but they've got all pro caliber defensive linemen. They've got the best cornerback in the game. So they've got individual talent on defense.
A broken kicker that they should have cut a month ago.
I don't think the roster is the problem.
I mean, they fired the coach, and the results haven't changed.
It's actually gotten worse.
I look at
the problem is the culture, which has been further poisoned and infected by the biggest a-hole in pro sports.
Oh, the quarterback's a big problem again. Yesterday was one of the first times I've really seen it. You've been talking about it because you watched him every week when he was in Green Bay. Last year he got hurt. I didn't watch him that closely when he was in Green Bay and they were playing the Patriots. I still wasn't able to focus on it. But this was, holy crap. I put the majority of the loss on him.
Watch the way he plays.
There were times, even when they got the snap off, he got lucky that a couple of times they didn't blow it dead because he pushed it past the 0.
He got bailed out on a couple of bad pass interference calls against the Patriots that were 3rd down plays they would have had to kick. and he got away with it there. Most of his game now is just he's afraid to get hit, so he unloads the ball super quick. So there's a lot of just check down underneath stuff where the ball's out immediately, or a really low percentage over the top back shoulder kind of play that he'll do, which is also sort of a bailout thing. It's like he's either just unloading it quick underneath or unloading it quick slightly over the top ish, you know what I mean? Like, and he hit a couple of these, but it's a low percentage play. The ball's also awkward. It's not like he's reading the defense. It's not like he's looking for the opening. It's not like he's going through progressions. He's just back there, get rid of the ball after bleeding 40 seconds off the play clock every time. Like, why are you taking so much time if you're just taking the first read and unloading the ball? You freaking a-hole.
His mobility is gone.
I don't blame the age. I'm sorry, Murray. He played like this when he was healthy.
The injury thing. No, I think he's like afraid of getting hurt again, like he did to start last year. I don't think he's trying to move around or
he got hurt
buy
because he
time
was
in the pocket.
He got hurt because he was out of shape.
It's him because, again, he looked good in the first game. When he looked good that night. He was moving around well. He commanded the game, or at least for parts of it. This game, Mike, the thing that you talk about down at the goal line, the 2-point conversion, he did say that after the game. That's unconscionable.
He didn't like the look, so he thought their chances were better from the 7.5 versus the 2.5. That was on him.
What a mistake. Holy crap. And that was a huge 2 points.
Jackass. I thought his TD passes were stupid. Both his touchdown passes, they're both first down. They're both like inside the 2, I want to say. And
Just run it.
They were both super tight, like kind of
one to the tight end. The tight end made a great catch.
Kind of risky throws. So just you can pad your stats, you dick. And they let him do it. That's all that is. So he can get his touchdown pass. When they're inside the 2 or they're right down there close, first down plays, super tight little window throws, unnecessary. This is one of the worst guys in pro sports. I've been telling you this for years, and maybe people are catching up to it. I don't know.
Oh, and I put this in the thing. I meant to say, if the Jets had run the ball more, they'd have won the game.
Okay, so here are the problems with the Jets' game plan. They came out throwing. Worst run defense in the league here in New England. Okay, as Bill Belichick will tell you, they're in the 20s somewhere. But anyway, couldn't stop a nosebleed on the ground. The Jets come out, shotgun, throwing 2 out of the first 3 plays. They ran it once, gained 8 yards, and then immediately threw it on third and 2, and Rodgers missed it. So it's like, guys, this is what I said before. Did you watch any tape? Have you scouted Drake May at all? He can run, by the way, so if you don't take care of your rush lanes, he's going to gash you. So they paid no attention to Drake May defensively. Offensively, they came out throwing, these idiots, against the Patriots team that couldn't stop the run. How do you like the Jets' third down defense in the second half? You picked up third down after third down. Jacoby Brissett picks up 3rd and 12 to Hunter Henry, 3rd and 9 on a crosser to Tyquan Thornton, who sucks. The only team he can make a play against is the Jets. Brissett runs for it on 3rd and 9, and then the last one, 3rd and 10, that deep slant, deep post to Booty, which was a great play by Jacoby Brissett. But the Jets send pressure like way late. That defensive back comes flying in way late, diving at his knees too late. Jets can't stop anything on 3rd down late. How about this Zerline guy, miss?
Oh, my gosh, please. Again, he kicks like he's blindfolded. The kick on the extra point early in the game, I had to rewind it. Because if you remember, there was glare on the screen. You couldn't totally see it. And I said, did that ball go as far left as I thought it did? My son was sitting next to me. I'm like, did you see that? And he's like, I don't think so. He said, hold on. We got to back up. I had to watch it again. It was so bad. How do you miss the left upright by 30 yards from that distance?
Then he kind of did it again in the second half.
Holy crap, does he suck? Wow. I don't know how that guy's still in the league.
So that's a Jets thing, but it's also an Aaron Rodgers thing. Do not let him off the hook. As tends to happen with superstar quarterbacks. It's frustrating. Biggest fraud in pro sports.
If you like that clip, check out more videos from Felger and Mazz here. For more Patriots analysis and opinion, hit this playlist. And for all the latest from the Sports Hub, download the app at 985thesportshub.com.